Okay. Just to give the people a little background about me. I first became vegan. I'm gonna fast forward to it. I ain't trying to give them a life story, but I'm gonna get through it quickly. I first became vegan in 2010. I noticed that I gained weight. In 2010, I was 200 pounds. And, now I weigh, what, 35, 136. But it took a while to get to the point where I am now. And that's the one thing I noticed. When it comes to health and wellness, you have to understand, okay, when you have a problem, you have to attack it. And that's what I did. I graduated in 99, was seeing my classmates on Facebook, overweight. I said, nope, it's not going to happen to me. So I got into eating natural and healthy foods. That's where my journey began. I started eating grass-fed beef, grass-fed eggs, grass-fed milk, all the grass-fed, free range, all that good stuff. All right. So a year and a half later, I noticed that my body was changing. So I didn't want to eat heavy meat no more. Even though the meat was grass fed, I gave it up without realizing that my body was transitioning. I thought, okay, I just lost the taste of it. Okay.
Interesting.
And before I go any further, I was suffering with eczema in my early teenage life. So I had eczema going, lactose intolerance and all that good stuff. Fast forward to the time from the time I left off, I gave up beef, and 6 months later I gave up chicken. And like I said, grass fed, free range, even though it was organic, my body couldn't process it no more for some reason. I was like, okay. So 3 months later, I became vegetarian, and then I noticed when I was cooking an egg, the actual egg looked like the face of a baby chicken. Like, it was like, why am I doing this? This is still meat. So I said, okay, I'm doing away with everything: milk, egg, cheese, all that stuff. And I didn't know what the term was. So I looked it up on Google. This was in 2010. Yeah. Vegan came up. So I said, okay, I'm gonna rock with vegan. All right. Going into the vegan lifestyle, I was buying a whole bunch of vegan junk food for about a year and a half. Then I realized I had another thought in my mind. Why am I buying all this vegan junk food? I'm not buying no vegetables or nothing like that. So that's when I began my, I don't know what you call it, healthy vegan journey. About a year after I became vegan, somewhere around there. And then fast forward to 2016, I was vegan for like 5-6 years. Going into 2017, 16, 17, I became raw vegan. So I was raw vegan from 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 for like 5 years.
Wow.
And then I think in 2022 or 2021, that's where, I can't say it on here, but the C-19 hit, and I had to get 2 jobs because my job was cutting hours, so I had to get a second job. Then it started to pick up. So I was working 2 full-time jobs, damaging my body. Even though I was eating healthy, drinking a lot of green tea, my eczema came back. And this time when it came back, it wasn't just in patches, it was all over my body from head to toe. Yes. And the color of my skin just turned pitch black. The same color you see on my shirt, my color just turned black. I was itching every night. I can actually see the skin fall off my body. There were like dust spots in my apartment. I mean, scales, dandruff all over my hair. My body was just falling apart.